You're watching the Sun Belt Conference on ESPN+. A picturesque day in Harrisonburg, Virginia for series number 2 inside the Sun Belt. It is a new era of Georgia State volleyball under head coach Flavia Cicada. Already 10 wins this season for the Panthers. What a year it has already been for James Madison and head coach Lauren Steinbrecher. This is a buzzing team with the nation's leader in kills, Kennedy Lewis-Sell. She's been lights out. The Dukes winning 6 of their last 8 matches this season. These are two sides with momentum all in their favor. The Dukes and the Panthers, both 1-1 inside Sun Belt play. We thank you for joining us. Alongside Sue Leonard, I'm David Hulvey. Sue, when it comes to the volleyball that's actually being played on the floor, you look at the numbers, this is a clean, old-fashioned offense versus defense.
That's exactly right. Lewis-Sell is just blazing hot. She's hitting at 35%.
You're watching the Sun Belt Conference on ESPN+. On the campus of James Madison University, it is the final cap to the Sun Belt regular season. The James Madison Dukes, regular season champions, and the Texas State Bobcats, who picked up the win last night in a reverse sweep. Bobcats now in double digits in conference wins. James Madison, they were riding a 13-match win streak before it was snapped yesterday. Kennedy Lewis-Sell, she's on the cusp of history tonight. 18 kills away from setting a new program record for kills in a single season. We'll have a very tight eye on that. We thank you for joining us alongside Alan Knight. Piper Hepler down on the floor. I'm David Hulvey. Conference standings, everybody above the line, they are in. That includes James Madison as well as Texas State. When we look at the bracket, Texas State right now at number 3, but things could change if Arkansas State or South Alabama start to juggle their weekend slate. So the Bobcats could be moving up, but we will see how that fares. James Madison, they were red hot. Texas State, they were running a 6-match win streak. It's now up to 7 after spoiling the Dukes' efforts last night. It was a tremendous performance all around, Allen, but well, for Texas State, we knew on the outside Samantha Wunsch was a very big part of what they want to do, and she showed why. 21 kills.
Oh yeah, she had a tremendous night last night. She's a fiery competitor, and she leads the way for the Bobcats at Texas State.
Wunsch, a redshirt junior out of Austin, Texas. She also hit above 300 and almost had a double-double. 9 digs, 2 aces at the service line. She has that fiery spirit about her across the net for James Madison. Mentioned Kennedy Lewis-Sell, the potential of a new program record. She's been lights out, especially in the combo.
Yeah, she's the foundation for JMU. She's the foundation. Everything goes around through her, and she's done a tremendous job all season long.
So Lewis-Sell, 17 ties, 18 makes it new, that being the program record for kills in a single season in the Division I era. Let's take a look at our starting lineups, brought to you by LD&B Insurance. It's interesting, Sydney Lewis is going to wear the libero jersey tonight for the 2nd straight match. She did it yesterday, Texas State. Great performance from Dylan Gilkey, their setter. She's got a splint on her hand right now. Also have Blaine in the mix. Maggie Walsh had a really good match. She went in double digits in kills and in digs, so a double-double for her. Anatu Mazados, she's on the cusp of a program record herself, but that one a bit more far out of reach. Alan Knight, David Hulvey on hand. It's time to introduce the 3rd member of our broadcast crew, Piper Hepler, for more on tonight's matchup. Any hesitation for the senior out of Italy. Neal's in, Lewis-Sell spikes it to the floor. He's one of the best servers on this team. That is ace number 11 on the season.
And she seems to have a lot of fun with her serve. She's a good server, but she gets really excited when she gets that ace.
Another beauty. Thompson, the setter for the Thundering Herd. Neal had her hands up at the net. Thompson goes near side. The tip, no good. Karis Kerr now through the middle. Julia McNeely's there. Lewis-Sell off the block. Good hands by the Herd. Try again. This is the defensive prowess the Dukes have shown at the net. And how about the block? Multiple times, Sue. James Madison and the length they have through the middle. Just a freshman. Smart is in the game as a setter. Cockrell exploded through the middle. Wow. The Bobcats, they were down 2-0. Gilkey, tight set, and it's spiked down. Texas State, the maturity, the experience on full display. They snapped the 13-match winning streak the Dukes had, and they continue their own up to 7. A reverse sweep for Texas State. Up to 6 blocks on the night. Winrick to Ilter. Back-to-back blocks for the Bobcats.
Didn't round blocker.
Throw the barbecue in the smoker. That one was steamed by Vance. And how about the block? She just continues to follow it up. It is the Aces, and also you've got one of the best outside hitters in the entire country for James Madison and Kennedy Lewis-Hill.
And that's true. You also see a difference in the blocks. JMU did a really nice job this last set with their blocks. So that helped a lot. 10 blocks versus 7 for Georgia State.
Lewis-Hill with 17 kills on 40 attacks, a .325 hitting clip. Also has 10 digs, so another double-double tallied to her season. And we're underway in set number 4. Good defense at the net, and point Duke. So you mentioned the blocks, Sue. Wilson's got 6. You see Wilson, number 8 in purple. Norman's got 5, and Neal's got 4. So those 3 have been dynamos at the net.
And that's, I mean, when you talk 10 points, 16 points off of blocks and aces, you know, for 3 close.
Ooh, my goodness.
For 3 close sets, that's a lot of difference right there.
And you're looking at 31 attacks combined for DiPino and Guillinaire. Your top 2 leaders in kills for Georgia State. It's been the Alicia Kapai and Courtney Smith show for Georgia State, as well as Rain Williams. There's nice defense. How do you adjust now if you're Georgia State down to your last set?
Again, I think it's just being consistent, because they show flashes of, oh my gosh, brilliance, and then, you know, they just can't maintain it. And you also got to figure out a way to hit around blocks.
Free ball for the Panthers, set through the middle. Williams will do the rest. Great feed from Martinez.
Okay, Williams just put that ball down. I mean, that was a quick contact.
You mentioned that it's almost an advantage that she's on the shorter side. Is it a timing thing?
It is a timing thing, I think. But then, you know, you wonder about her blocking.
Right. Martinez just has to throw a roll shot over. Winrick sets to Lewis-Hill. Montserrat stepped in front. And that's going to be point Panthers. So a 4-0 scoring run for Georgia State.
Yeah, I didn't think Georgia State would give up quietly. Thought that they would come out fired up in this set.
McNeely receives. Norman hits it off. The back row player for the Panthers. And Manuela Altieri-Liev. So Altieri-Liev, the freshman in. Out of Marbella, Spain. DiPino. Wilson with the dig. Williams off the tape. Lewis is there. Now Lewis-Hill. They'll go to Kapai. Why not? Oh, Winrick keeps it alive. Lewis will put it back over. Free ball for the Panthers. Martinez, misdirection. JMU heads up defense. DiPino blocked again. Now Williams through the middle. Lewis-Hill. It is fun to watch Kennedy Lewis-Hill.
It really is. Well, both teams, that was just great volleyball on both sides.
Good luck. You give her an angle.
Well, and the block was split, so she just went right between the blockers.
Kapai, she retaliates.
You know, JMU has taken away the line with her, and she's really good about just challenging the cross court.
Serene out of Venice, Italy. Leads the Sun Belt in digs. Second in digs per set. Norman, she now is up to 12 kills tonight and 21 attacks.
Yeah, pretty impressive for a freshman.
There's no question of what Norman could be for Coach Steinbrecher, but really it was a matter of when. And, well, maybe sooner than advertised. Adding Norman, the potential was obvious, but the talent that has been displayed on the floor, it's been displayed pretty early on in the year.
That's one of the very few blocks that gone against Kapai.
Yeah, Kapai has not been slowed down much at all
No,
at the
she
net.
has not.
5 apiece. Oh, great swing from DiPino, but better defense to keep it alive. Big Mealy, what an up. The Panthers will try again. They go to Kapai, and this is what we're talking about. 1 block, 2 block, it doesn't matter. Poised, Coach Cicada, and she's got her setter she's brought along with her that's been tremendous in Martinez. Neal, right through the middle.
And that was pretty impressive hang time, because the block had already gone down by the time she contacted.
Yeah, good job from Watkins. When they can feed those middles, it opens up a lot for the JMU offense. Oh, what an up. Harden in as the setter, and she finds Smith. Hits it out, point Dukes. So JMU with their first lead of set number 4. Smith. McNeely steps in front. Lewis Sale kind of had to readjust herself on the swing. Kapai, she's blocked. You wanted Neal to find some success at the net, and she's done that all game long.
Yeah, Kapai didn't have anywhere to go with the ball. It was a really tight set. And see how she had nowhere to go.
That right hand of Neal puts her up to 6 blocks. Here's Smith. McNeely with the dig. To Mazados. Packard was drifting to the right. To Mazados, hit it to her left.
There's your book.
Here's the ring around the rosy for James Madison, and a 3-0 scoring run. Dukes up 9-6. We stay here. You see Winrick leading that huddle. Grace Winrick, that's part of the reason she's been able to emerge in this senior season. If you look at her year-to-year numbers, she did not play much at all to start the first 3 years. But this season, the leadership that she's brought, the consistency and the development, she's been able to take this opportunity and run with it, and really has not had to look back at all.
And that's kind of what you want out of your senior. You want her leadership. You want her on the court. So it's good for her that she's persevered, you know, and worked really hard to be at this point.
Georgia State, they've worked hard to build this program up under Coach Cicada. I mean, a 10-3 start, A new era. And for the preseason portion, she said it was a mixture of preparing the team for what's coming up, but also just getting a feel for each other with the 11 newcomers. What has really helped her, though, is the two players that came alongside her from Auburn University at Montgomery. They were able to kind of set the